today. I wanted to record this just because of absences that we have, and that way people can stay caught up. So this is what we're doing, is just making a little 8.5 by 11 booklet that's folded. But you see, there's, keep in mind, we talked about this when you did your portfolios, 4 pages. A minimum of 4 sets of 4 for booklets, because as you see, there's 4, 2 on the front and 2 on the back, and then the folded line. So this is what we're going to start with. So do that. You're going to do File, New Document. You're going to put inches, and it's going to be 5.5 width by 8.5 high, because it's half of an 8.5 by 11. So half of 11 is 5.5, and then the height would stay 8.5. 4 pages, and we want to get rid of this primary text frame because it's not going to be just primary text. And then 1 column, start page, and since it's a smaller document, we can bring our margins down to 0.25 of an inch. So then that stays locked, so all of them will be there. And then we'll hit create. So as you zoom out, Command minus, you'll see all 4 pages. So let's start with getting the text in there. You have a PDF with the text right here. You're going to hit Command C to copy it. And then you don't want to start on the first page because that's our intro page, but you get your text tool in here, you click and drag to make your text box, and hit paste. And then as you see, as you learned in Illustrator, it has some text overflow problems. That means that we have extra text that's in there that needs to go somewhere. So it works the same in Illustrator. You're going to click. It's easier to zoom in on it. I'll let you click it. Sometimes you need to get your pointer. And you see the extra text, spacebar, zoom up, and we're going to click and just go for half the page. We still have some, but what we want to do this time is draw a shape. So on the other document, as the example, we drew this weird shape to flow stuff into. So you can kind of pick your shapes. It's just like Illustrator. You can have all kinds of shapes in there. Kind of make it big. Then get your text again. Click that pointer. And then all you have to do is click inside that shape, and it automatically makes that text box. And you can adjust it to make it bigger. Once you're done, you can actually do like a border. So it works. This works a lot like Illustrator. Now if you look here from our last text, we're still missing text. So let's only put it on the half of here. So what we can do, if we only want half of it, draw a box on the half that you want it. Get your pointer again, V, hit that box again until you see the text come up, and then hit in the corner, so it's only a little bit. So now we have all the text flowing through. So we'll adjust more of that later, but we have our text in there. So on the front page, I want you to type Indesign Practice really big, so you can just literally click and drag, click your text anywhere you want. Actually, I have to do a big text box. And type Indesign Practice, if I can spell. And style that to make that look nice. So however you want to do it. I think I did it on 2 lines, but I just want you to get the feel of what it's like to style things in InDesign. So you could even make practice a different fun or thinner font. Same thing as like, big. Take some of the leading out of it, get off the auto. Like so. And then you have that. To insert pictures is a little different. For InDesign, you grab your text box, your picture box with the X in it. Represents a placeholder for a picture. So you kind of put it, like I want a picture here, kind of like that. And then all you have to do is file, place an image within the box. So that's not the one I want. So I already have some pictures for you to put in there. Maybe. Make sure I'm in the right one. Oh, I'm not. Gotta find the right one. There we go. Totally rad. And it places it in there. So it's like so big. So if you go to your frame fitting option right here, and you can play with those to make them fit. So it's kind of bigger. Whatever you feel like looks good, because it seems like there's a lot of white space. So whatever you feel like looks good, you can actually go in and manually do it as well. But that's just a faster way to get it to fit. So that's adding pictures, file, place, and you can add some type of shape here and just kind of add in your favorite quote. So do a circle thing. Acts as a text box, and again, if you just type in it, go find your favorite quote and put it in here. Just don't put this. And then make sure you format it. You can even bump up the size. I hate this font, but whatever. Put whatever font you want in there. And then work on, coloring. Because again, it's a lot like Illustrator. You want to put your fill color to match. Well, that's for the box. To do the actual text, you'll have to highlight it, and then you can get a T up. And then you can get your eyedropper. And then change the color. That was a struggle. Okay, so whatever you want. So put that there. And then I want you guys to format all this. As you see in the example, in between each header. And working on some fonts. A lot of fonts use, for documents like this, serif font. So it's up to you. Just make it look nice. So I'll do one for you. So right here is a header, correct? And then you're going to hit bold. Well, you can select everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. Okay, 4 selects it all. And you can go ahead and change to whatever font you want. Come on, change the lemon milk. Nope, don't like lemon milk. Let's do that. So that they're all the same font. I just like that either. Let's do that. And then you can go in and have a bold option. Yeah, bold. Your titles, you can make them a little bigger. That's what I did over there. I actually have this in 2 lines, don't I? Just now realized it. It's okay. We'll do a little different this time. And then you can go down to the next one. So this is all that same copy right there. You can even make it a little smaller. And the same with making shapes to highlight it. you just kind of draw a box on what color you want it. I made it yellow. And then you can send it to the back, which is Command Shift, the brackets. So you can start highlighting the information. You can put a little enter in, to put a little space, however you want to design all this, and then you go to the next one, just making sure it's consistent. But then it will continue to keep flowing through the document. So make sure that you are editing all of that. And once you get it done, now again, forget the 2 columns. We won't go back and do that. The last thing we're going to do is put a picture within a shape. So we just made a square before. If you can't find your shape, where is all my shapes? Let's see here. Time out. So go to your advanced. There we go. And you should start. Nope, it's not in there. Will poop. Okay. It might be in here. If you double click, yeah, there you go. So you can do a star through here. So just do whatever. So you want a bigger inset. There you go, that works. So whatever you shape you want in here. Make sure it's like with the inside of this border, and now you have a shape, and then you're just going to place in there that last picture and it'll take on that shape. So that's a good thing about InDesign. Everything's always a box that you can place something in. So we'll get the other totally rad dino. And see, again, it's way big in there. And then up here has your fill options again. So you fill the frame proportionately, or however you think is fit. You can adjust the circle if you'd like to fit in there too. So, and that's how you'd put it in there. So that's pretty much the basics to start out of InDesign. It is going to look a little different from the sample I did a couple years ago, but it's just the basics. So to print, make sure you save file, save as, the InDesign practice. Make sure you put your name in there. Hit save, and then you're going to file. You can do PDF. Hang on. Save as a PDF. You need file. Export. Export it in InDesign as PDF. And put export. It just has a give me a warning or whatever. And then to print. Got too many things up right now. You're going to pull up your command workstation. You're going to pretend like this is it. You're going to drag it in here. Make sure you're just going to print it on standard paper, but the only thing you're going to change in quick access, you're going to go to your finishing, and you're going to go down here to folding style, and you're going to say fold. Half fold, hit OK, and then outside, and hit print. So same 8.5 by 11 settings. You're just going to do a half fold, and make sure that you do duplex is on as well, since it's double-sided. So if you have any questions, let me know.